Justin's car? Richest man of River City?
Never seen so many luxury cars in my life. What a scene. Who are they picking up?
I'm truly at a dead end this time. The Southside Landmark project was snatched by a rival. Early $50 billion investment is tied up. Banks are calling in loans too. Quinn Group might not last much longer.
Wait, who's that nanny? Why is the richest man kneeling to her?
Quinn Group is practically all-powerful in River City. Anyone who can make him kneel for help is no ordinary person. I bet that Nanny is a hidden big shot.
Yeah.
Old Quinn, I've heard about your situation. It's a small matter. I'll help you. Go take care of the Quinn Group's business. Don't worry. It'll be settled.
President Quinn. The Quinns signed with Southside Project Party. The bridge loan arrived. All other funding gaps have been filled.
Thank you, President Shaw. I'll never forget your great kindness.
It was nothing.
President Shaw, tomorrow, I've arranged a welcome banquet just for you. Please, you must attend.
All right. It's time to tell Sylvia the truth about our family. Tomorrow. Bring Jade along, too. The two girls are about the same age. They should get acquainted. I remember seeing Jade from a distance a few years ago. This child must have grown up to be even more beautiful.
President Shaw, you flatter her. My daughter Jade is just a clumsy girl. Nothing sophisticated. I'll definitely bring her tomorrow, so she can learn from Miss Sylvia's poise and learn some manners.
All right then, go on back now. Sylvia got married in secret. I haven't even met her in-laws or the groom yet.
Yes, President Shaw. If you need anything, let me know anytime.
Fine. Head back then.
President Shaw.
Have you checked? My son-in-law's background? Where are they living now?
Miss Shaw. She's living with Mr. Lewis in the Riverview villa you bought for her years ago. What about Mr. Lewis? He's currently a GM at some unknown company.
Forget it. Children will find their own way. Since Sylvia chose him, I'll go meet him.
Get over here. Go get a towel, squat by the door. Give this floor a good wipe. The richest man of River City's daughter is coming to our house.
Mother-in-law, I understand.
You're more of a hindrance than a help, just like your nanny, Mother. Miss Quinn. I've been looking forward to this. You've finally arrived.
Which blind servant is this? Miss Quinn, I'm sorry. I'll clean it now. Excuse me.
Get out of the way. Sylvia, are you okay?
Mom?
This nanny is your mum? Figure, the nanny mother who serves people abroad?
Sylvia, what's going on?
Mom, it's nothing. Why are you here?
Sylvia, you got married without telling me. I had to meet the in-law and my son-in-law.
Stop, stop, stop. Don't try to claim relatives. I don't have a nanny as an in-law.
Mother-in-law, my mom finally came to visit. Saying that to her is way too much.
I'm too much? This nanny mother of yours is just a pauper. She has no manners. Didn't even bring a gift. Came empty-handed.
In-law, I was going to pick out some jewelry for you, but I didn't know what you'd like. This is my supplementary card. Go to the jewelry store and pick whatever you want.
I'm the daughter of Justin Quinn, the richest man of River City. But this card? I've never seen it before.
You're just a nanny. Where did you get the money? Using a fake card to fool me?
Mom, I know our family situation. You don't need to save face for me with a fake card.
Yade, this is no ordinary card. This black card requires 1 trillion in deposits. Even richest man of River City, with tens of billions in savings, can't get this card. It's only normal.
Trillions in deposits? This maid mum really is a bold-faced liar. Earning only a few thousand a month, how could she have trillions?
I see. She just used a fake card to come here and swindle us.
Talk about trying to look important. This card probably can't even buy a bottle of water.
In-law, a bottle of water. It really can't buy...
I told you. She's just putting on a show with this card.
This card has spending limits. Every transaction must be at least 100 million, so you really can't buy a bottle of water with it. But if you buy the whole convenience store, then you can...
Look how this maid mom can act. Lying, without even blinking.
Let's see how much longer you can swindle us.
This supplementary card is the only one in the world. Are you sure? You want to cut it?
Not sure where from. Trash heap. You found this garbage card. I, Sherry, am definitely cutting it. You came at the right time. Your daughter dirtied my shoes. Since you were a maid abroad anyway. Why don't you wipe them clean for her?
Miss Quinn, my mother is your elder. Elders shouldn't have to wipe a junior's shoes.
If you're unwilling, then you do it for me.
Fine, I'll wipe them.
Yade.
I meant kneel down and wipe them.
Yade.
Someone, pin her down.
Sylvia. Get up. Sylvia. Sylvia, get up now.
Stop. Stop.
Howard, you're finally back.
What's the commotion?
Move aside. Son, look at your wife. She not only ruined Miss Quinn's shoes, but she let her mother try to fool me with a fake card.
Sylvia, I married you because you were obedient. Look at you now. Not only do you defy my mom, but you even brought back your nanny mother from abroad?
She's my mother. How can you say that about her? Besides, what's wrong with her staying for a few days?
I'm negotiating huge deals worth hundreds of thousands. Your mother is just a nanny. Should she stay?
Exactly. My son is closing massive deals now. You and your nanny mother should stop embarrassing my son. Look at our Sherry, the daughter of the richest man of River City. Look at her figure and grace. She's the only one worthy of my son.
Richest man of River City's daughter? How come? I've never heard that Justin Quinn's daughter is named Sherry.
A nanny like you think she's worthy of knowing about the Quinn family?
Exactly. You'll never even meet the richest man of River City. Still pretending?
Justin wanting to see me is indeed difficult. Unless he came and begged me personally, he wouldn't get to see me easily.
Mom, he's a powerful man in River City. Don't do this for me. Don't make up these lies. What if we offend the Quinn family?
Sylvia, it's just the Quinn family. I don't even care about them.
Just listen to that. What arrogance. A servant nanny looking down on the Quinn family.
You mother and daughter look so poor. You don't even respect the Quinn family. Believe it or not, with one phone call, I can crush you.
Phoenix. Then, I'd like to see if Justin will crush us first. Or throw you out.
Such big talk. I'd like to see how you'll throw us out.
All right then. I'll call Justin. And let him recognize his daughter.
Fine. Call him then. Let's see how long you can keep up this act.
Hello?
President Shaw, what are your orders? President Shaw, what are your orders?
I heard.
Someone like you isn't worthy of calling my dad. You think making a random call is enough to pull this off?
President Shaw, what are your orders? President Shaw never hangs up suddenly. Something must have happened on her end. Turn around now. Go to Shaw Family Villa.
What? Are you afraid I'll expose you?
What should I fear? I'm just afraid you'll foul my dad's ears.
Sherry, since they won't give up, let them see clearly.
Look closely. Howard and I already have a child. Be sensible. Pack your things quickly. Get out. Don't be an eyesore.
Howard, after all this time, you two are doing this right under my nose. Do you think you've treated me right?
Sylvia.
Who do you think you are? Sherry is the heiress of the richest man. Look at you. Not worthy to carry her shoes.
Since you were already with Sherry, why did you marry me?
Why? Of course, I'm after your dad's inheritance. If it wasn't for the money, I'd have kicked you out long ago.
Howard, to marry you, I gave up my career. I stayed home to take care of you and your mom. And this is how you treat me.
Howard, stop wasting your breath on them. Kick this mother and daughter out quickly. They're polluting the air. Especially this nanny. She stinks of poverty. She's making the whole house dirty.
Bobby, it's okay. Once I get the inheritance, I'll kick them out immediately.
You want Sylvia's dad's inheritance? You're delusional. You want Sylvia's dad's inheritance? You're delusional.
Sylvia's dad's inheritance should belong to me, Howard, in part. Married Sylvia for 3 years. I'm her legal husband. This property, I'll take half. It's my right.
Exactly. My son did so much for this family. Half is even too little.
Sylvia's dad's inheritance? 4 years ago, I didn't leave a single penny. It was all donated. So Howard, now between you and my daughter, forget half. You won't get a single cent.
Impossible. Absolutely impossible. You're lying to me. I swipe Sylvia's card every day. I just got an imported sports car last month. A while ago, I even bought my mom a full set of gold and silver jewelry. I've spent tens of millions. She's just a housewife who can only cook and do laundry. If she didn't have inheritance, where'd she get that money?
That was the allowance I gave Sylvia. Wanted her comfortable after marriage. Live a better life. I didn't expect. Ends up fattening you up. You ungrateful wretch.
Howard, I think this nanny just wants the inheritance for herself. She's just someone who does laundry and cooking, working herself to the bone all day, and only making $3,000. Where'd she get the money for Sylvia's allowance?
It's you! You definitely hid the inheritance. Let me tell you, you want the inheritance yourself and dump me. Not a chance. You're just a nanny. You couldn't earn this much, even in a year. I'm telling you, stop acting. Hand over the inheritance, or I'm not finished with you today.
Exactly. Be smart and hand over the inheritance now. Otherwise, we won't be so nice.
You won't give up until you see the coffin. You won't give up until it's too late. Open your eyes and look closely. Sylvia's dad's inheritance. I donated it to the orphanage long ago.
There's no inheritance left for you. You're playing me.
Son. This is bad. Even this house belongs to the nanny. On the real estate deed, her name is the one written there. We've been totally fooled by this mother and daughter.
Howard, if you dare touch my daughter, just you try. I'm telling you, you divorce my daughter today, you won't get a cent. The clothes on your back, the ground you walk on, even this house belongs to the Shaws. I can make you leave with nothing anytime. Get the hell out with nothing.
You really think we'd want your pathetic inheritance? My son is now with the richest man of River City's, Ades. He'll have plenty of money later. Who'd want your piece of trash?
That's right. Now I've got Sherry. Sherry is the apple of Justin's eye, the richest man of River City. She's rich and beautiful. How can Sylvia even compare to her?
Howard, you're truly blind. You can't recognize a gem. What you're pushing away today is your life's only chance to reach the top and achieve financial freedom. You'll regret this later.
Fine.
You're quite the actress for a nanny. Know your place. How dare you lecture us?
Sherry, since your dad didn't teach you well, I'll do it for him. This slap is for your lack of manners. This slap is for your arrogance.
You're just a nanny. How dare you slap me?
This final slap is for being shameless and ruining someone's marriage.
How dare you? You actually hit Sherry.
I already did it. Do I need to pick a special day?
Do you know who you just hit? You dared to hit the Quinn heiress. Believe it or not, I'll make you both disappear from River City tomorrow.
Haha. I never care about status when I hit people. So what? Mia, heiress of the Quinn group? Is nothing to me.
Mom, forget it. The Quinns rule River City.
Sylvia, don't worry. Uncle Quinn and I are old friends. It's fine.
Old friends? I've never heard my dad mention having a nanny for a friend. You're just delusional. A nanny trying to act important?
It's normal. You haven't heard of it. I've never heard Justin mention his daughter was so arrogant. You keep claiming you're a rich heiress. But no matter how I look at you, your whole body, besides some cheap jewelry, doesn't have an ounce of real class. Humph.
Stop kidding yourself. I'm telling you, I saw it with my own eyes. Sherry left Justin's car, richest man of River City. A car of that level isn't for ordinary people. And also, when I become the son-in-law of Quinn Group, if you kneel down and beg me, I might show mercy and give you 2 jobs as cleaners, so you won't starve.
My dad is Justin, the richest man of River City. I suggest you kneel and beg for mercy right now.
Kneel and beg? Humph.
You dare hit me again!
Sherry, no matter how rich you are, you can't insult people like this.
Ha! With money, I can do anything. Even if I kill you both. What could you possibly do?
Oh, is that so? Money can buy anything. Well then, I'm richer than you. So can I. Make you kneel and beg for mercy?
Ha! In your dreams? Guards, hold her down. How dare you hit me? I'm Justin Quinn's daughter. I've never been treated so poorly in my life. I'll make you apologize on your knees.
Stop. Stop. I, Justin, have lived for over half a century, yet I never knew I had 2 daughters.
Son, President Quinn must know about you and Sherry. He's definitely here to see his future son-in-law. Just wait. President Quinn will deal with these shameless women.
Hello, President Quinn. I'm...
President Shaw, your call just now was cut off. Did something happen here?
Someone said, she's your daughter. I called you here to identify her.
Who gave you the nerve to impersonate Justin Quinn's daughter?
No. What do you mean? Aren't you President Quinn's daughter? I saw you get out of that car with my own eyes.
If I'm not mistaken, you're old Quinn's daughter. However, I can't believe a driver's daughter dared to use my name to go around scamming people.
Driva?
Sherry, is he telling the truth? Are you just President Quinn's driver's daughter? Why did you lie to me?
You fake? Liking my son is one thing, but how dare you pose as the Quinn Group heiress?
President Shaw, these people offended you. I'll make sure they pay the price.
Since my daughter was bullied like this today, I won't let this slide easily.
Don't worry, President Shaw. I'll make sure these people get kicked out in shame. Warren, fire Grant Quinn immediately. For someone so dishonest, there's no reason to keep him here.
My friends only hang out with me because they think I'm President Quinn's daughter. That's the only way I can meet wealthy socialites. If my dad loses this job, how will I stay in high society? How will I keep living this glamorous life? President Quinn, I was wrong. I'm so sorry. Please be merciful. Please don't fire my dad. I shouldn't have pretended to be your daughter. Please don't fire my dad. I'm begging you.
The one you should apologize to is Miss Sylvia, not me.
Sylvia, I was wrong. Please forgive me. I was blinded and shouldn't have tried to steal your man. I'll give him back to you right now. Please help me ask President Quinn for mercy.
A man like him? You can keep him for yourself.
Ma'am, please forgive me. I won't do it again. There won't be a next time.
Didn't you say money is everything? Then, can I just destroy you?
Mom, it's all my fault. I was blinded by greed. Forgive me.
Didn't you say I'm just a servant nanny? Didn't you say you'd make my daughter kneel and shine your shoes?
No, it's my fault. I'm just the cleaner. I'll shine your shoes.
No need.
I never meant to steal Miss Shaw's man. It's all his fault. It's all this damn guy's fault for being obsessed with me.
You're so shameless. Claimed you were richest man's daughter. And now you say I like you? You stripped and climbed into my bed. Stop acting so innocent.
What a great show.
Warren, find out which company Howard is from. Tell them to fire him immediately. That company has no business staying in River City.
President Quinn, please don't fire me. I worked so hard to become general manager.
You idiot. Do you have any idea who you've offended?
Ma, I was wrong. I beg you. Give me another chance. I'll definitely treat Sylvia well.
Calling me Ma? You're not worthy.
Sylvia. I was wrong, Sylvia. Actually, I really do love you. I was blinded by this woman. Sylvia, give me another chance, okay? Get over here. Kneel down. Look what you've done. Apologize now.
Sylvia, I was wrong. You're my favorite daughter-in-law. Please beg President Quinn to give Howard another chance.
That's right, Sylvia. After all these years together, could you really be so heartless?
The moment you looked down on my mom and told us both to get out, I already gave up on you. Tomorrow, I'll have my lawyer draft the divorce papers. From now on, you and I are done. From now on, you and I are done.
Sylvia, how can you be so heartless? Our years together. Does it mean nothing to you?
Guards, drag these people out. Don't let them offend President Shaw and Miss Sylvia.
Sylvia, I was wrong, Sylvia. Just give me another chance. In-law.
Sylvia. Mom, do you think Sylvia's mom is really some big shot?
Oof, no way. Her mum's nanny outfit is practically rags. How could she be a big shot? Idiot. Her mum must have hooked up with Justin, president of Quinn Group.
President Shaw, tomorrow's banquet is all set. I've invited everyone who matters in River City. This time, everyone in River City must know your daughter's true identity.
Thank you for your hard work.
Fine. Since they've shown no respect, I'll play dirty.
Son, what's the plan?
Isn't Justin hosting a welcome banquet for President Shaw? The real heiress will definitely be there. We'll just sneak in. and show this photo to his biological daughter.
It seems we won't even need to lift a finger. Justin Quinn's daughter will put those two in their place.
Don't mention it, President Shaw. Years ago, Quinn Group was struggling. If you hadn't lent a hand, I, Justin, wouldn't be where I am today. I owe everything to your support.
Oh no, please. We've known each other for years. There's no need for formalities. You should head back now. I'll leave the banquet in your hands.
Yes, President Shaw. I'll take my leave then. I'll make sure tomorrow's banquet is spectacular. You won't be disappointed.
Sylvia, I've been hiding our true status from you. You don't blame me, do you?
How could that be? I know you have your own ideas. I respect your choice.
Good. Sylvia, wear this necklace for the banquet. Here. And the dress. Mom has it ready for you too. Go try it on in a bit. Ah. So beautiful. My daughter deserves the best things in the world. My sweet girl.
Mom, as for tomorrow's banquet, I'll make sure this mother and daughter lose all face.
Yada, remember this well. Treat President Shaw like a goddess when she arrives. Put her on a pedestal. We can't afford a single mistake.
Good.
President Shaw is our provider. Without her support, the Quinns wouldn't have today's prestige. We must show her the utmost respect.
I know, Dad. I'll do as you say. I'll be very respectful.
Oh, and keep your temper in check. Don't act entitled as the eldest miss of the Quinn family in front of President Shaw. We are nothing. If she's unhappy, with one word, she could crash Quinn's stock price. Our whole family will be out on the streets.
Dad, I remember. I really won't act up.
I'll be right back. Urgent office business. I need to head over. I'll be back soon. Welcome President Shaw. Properly when she arrives. If you dare neglect her at all, losing your allowance is the least of it. Hurting Quinn Group's development is a disaster. Go.
Welcome, President Shaw.
Hello, President Shaw.
Welcome, President Shaw.
Hello, President Shaw. Where did this maid come from? Throw her out. Don't get in the way.
We're here for the banquet.
Look at how poorly you're dressed. Trying to attend a high-end banquet like ours? You're just here for the free food and drinks.
I've attended plenty of high-end banquets, but it's the first time I've seen status judged solely by clothes.
What? You, a mere nanny, dare to talk back to me. I'll give you one last chance. Get lost now! If you block President Shaw's way, I'll make you pay.
I am the President Shaw you're waiting for.
You? President Shaw? If you're President Shaw, I'll hand over the Quinn Group to you.
The Quinn Group is beneath my notice.
You're just a nanny making $3,000 a month. How dare you look down on the Quinns? Let me tell you, the Quinn Group makes $3 billion a day. $3 billion a day. That much money would crush someone like you to death.
$3 billion? That's just 1 minute's turnover for the Shaw Group. Is that really something to brag about?
I've got no time for a beggar like you. Guards, kick her out.
Wait. Since you're so blind, call Justin out here.
How dare a nanny like you say my father's name?
So you're Justin Quinn's daughter. I'm an old friend of your father's. Hasn't he ever mentioned me?
An old friend? How could my father know someone as low class as you? Oh, I get it now. You probably worked for some rich families and saw my father once or twice. Now you're trying to climb the social ladder.
Low class? Your father was much more respectful when he begged for my help. It's Justin who's been trying to suck up to me. Your father said, "You're unpresentable." He really wasn't wrong at all.
You petty nanny. How dare you insult me? I'll tear your mouth apart.
Your father begged me to come to this banquet, yet his daughter is so arrogant and rude. Call your father out here. I want to ask him myself how he raised such a daughter.
My father? Begging you? You're just a nanny. You must be crazy. If you really want to go to a mental hospital, then go right now. Stop acting crazy here. How could my dad ever like someone like you?
Miss Quinn, we were invited here. Your attitude is too much.
Attitude? What kind of attitude do I need for paupers like you? The kind of person you are deserves the attitude you get.
Miss, look at the necklace on this woman's neck. It looks like the Sotheby's centerpiece from last month, worth over $100 million, supposedly bought by some mysterious tycoon.
How could a poor person like you wear something like that? I see. You must have bought this at some street stall, a fake for just a few bucks. It only fools ignorant people like you.
My daughter doesn't need to wear fakes.
I'm the daughter of Justin, the richest man of River City. There's nothing I haven't seen.
Just Justin Quinn's daughter, yet so arrogant. I don't blame you for not seeing jewelry of this caliber. After all, it's not something people at your level can access.
You're just a maid serving tea and water. How dare you act so high and mighty here? See if I don't rip your mouth apart.
Since your dad didn't raise you right, I'll do it for him.
You actually dared to slap me? Someone! Kick her out of here. Kick her out.
Is this how you were taught? Getting physical with your elders. Completely undisciplined.
And Ilda? You're not worthy. You dare to act like an elder in front of me? I think you've really had enough of the good life.
Jade, watch your mouth. My mom is better than an uneducated heiress like you. Your dad is a man of status. How did he raise such a rude creature?
You say I have no manners? You, a maid's daughter, dare to say I have no manners? You and your mother aren't even fit to mention me.
At least we earn an honest living with our own hands. Unlike someone who only has the title of heiress but lacks basic respect, biting everyone like a mad dog.
You dare call me a mad dog?
Mom?
Yada, if you have a problem, come at me. Bullying my daughter. Is that all you've got?
Fine. I'll see today. Who gave you the nerve to impersonate our President Shaw? You really think the Quinn family banquet is someplace any nobody can just walk into?
Whether I'm President Shaw, you'll know when your dad arrives. Instead of acting like a clown and snapping at me.
Clown? You dare call me a clown? You're just a maid. Yet you dare to insult me. Look at the rags you're wearing. Bargain bin trash that no one wants. Your whole outfit doesn't even cost $100. What right do you have to call me a clown? Let me tell you, these shoes are worth 10 years of your work in River City. This bag can buy you in River City a huge villa. How can you even compare to me?
So in your eyes, a person's status is measured only by clothes and a few bags. No wonder your dad says you have no class. Your vision is as narrow as a slit. A real elite family never relies on material things. It's the confidence in your bones and your upbringing. These things. Your dad gave you wealth, but never taught you anything.
Save your lectures. I'm not buying any of it.
Jade, don't go too far.
Too far? I can go much further. Hold her down. Let's see how tough this maid's mouth is. If you don't kneel and kowtow 3 times...
Jade, I'll apologize to you. I'll kowtow to you. Just don't make it hard for my mom.
Sylvia, don't kneel. The Shaws only kneel to heaven, earth, and parents. Apart from that, we kneel to no one. Jade isn't worthy.
What are you all waiting for? Hold her down. I don't believe this. I can't handle a mere nanny. Let's see what becomes of you.
Ja, det. Stop now, while you still can. When your dad gets here, you won't even have a chance to regret it.
You're still using my dad to pressure me? Even if my dad comes today, he'll definitely believe me. I'm his only biological daughter. Today's banquet was meant to welcome the real President Shaw. He won't help me when he arrives? Will he help you instead?
You think your dad's love is limitless? You don't know your dad at all, or what this banquet is really for.
Do you really need to tell me who it's for? It's for the mysterious President Shaw. What do you think? It's for a nanny like you?
Ha ha ha.
What's so funny?
I'm laughing at your ignorance and naivety. Your dad invited President Shaw, but you don't even know her name. Even the person you're looking for, you're totally blind to your benefactor, arrogant and aggressive.
Nonsense. Stop flattering yourself. What kind of person is President Shaw? She controls trillions in assets. Even foreign CEOs yield to her.
Then tell me, how do you see President Shaw? What should she look like in couture and jewels, with a huge crowd, surrounded by bodyguards?
Surely not someone with nothing valuable on them. Let me tell you the truth. Even a nanny in the Quinn family is more decent than you.
Even if my mom dresses simply, she's far better than a bully like you.
Shut up.
Ja det, you dare hit my daughter? I'll remember this slap. Every word and action against us today. I will pay you back tenfold. I, Amy, will never let anyone bully my daughter. Won't end well.
Pay back, double. How exactly will you pay me back? I'd like to see a lowly nanny like you paying me back double. What are you waiting for? Waiting for what? Throw these 2 filthy things out! Stop. Stop. Let go of President Shaw. You must have a death wish. President Shaw, I'm sorry. I'm late. You and Miss Shaw suffered because of me. Let go now.
If you were 30 seconds later, my daughter and I would have been thrown out like trash.
Yade, how dare you treat President Shaw like this? Assistant Lowell, you have the wrong person. Hair? She's just a ragged nanny. How could she be President Shaw? I've worked at Shaw Group for years. I wouldn't be wrong. The head of Shaw Group? You're so short-sighted. You're digging your own grave.
Before President Shaw, we are nothing. If she's unhappy, one word can make Quinn's stock price crash to the bottom. Our whole family will starve.
President Shaw, I was wrong. It's my fault for being impulsive. I was too impatient. Please forgive me. Don't hold it against me.
I can't bear to be called President Shaw by you.
What are you doing? Apologize to President Shaw now. If President Shaw doesn't forgive you, all of you will pack your bags and leave.
Where is Justin?
Midad is busy. Please follow me inside. I will host you. I'll give you a proper apology.
Fine. Well done, Justin. You begged me repeatedly to attend this banquet, only to have me and my daughter insulted at the door. His sincerity is pathetic.
Quinn Group? How arrogant. Why don't we freeze all support for them? Give them a lesson.
You handle it.
I really know I was wrong. Please don't hold it against me. If my dad finds out, he will definitely kill me. President Shaw, it's all settled. Look, of course the banquet goes on as planned.
Today is about introducing my daughter to everyone. Sylvia's true identity. It won't affect my plan.
President Shaw, I really know I was wrong.
This rebellious girl, just how much did she offend President Shaw? Step on it. Return to banquet hall now. 1 second late. And the Quinns are finished. Hurry up.
Me God, she's the CEO of Shaw's, who never shows her face. Why is she dressed like a nanny? Could she be a fake?
You're clearly lacking experience. See that woman behind her? Assistant Lowell of Shaw Group. President Shaw never appears, so she handles everything. To make her bow and scrape like that, who else could it be but President Shaw herself?
Now look at this one. Justin Quinn's daughter, Jade. She usually acts all high and mighty. Now, she's just following behind like a servant.
No matter how great the Quinns are, they were built up by President Shaw back then. Without President Shaw, the Quinns are nothing. Jade has to butter up and serve President Shaw.
President Shaw? Heard so much about you. It's a huge honor to attend your banquet today. Please guide us in the future, President Shaw.
Working with Shaws is our company's greatest honor. Please give us a chance to guide us a bit.
President Shaw, your daughter's looks and poise are top-notch. My son is about the same age as her. Could you let the two of them get to know each other?
She doesn't deserve to be called President Shaw. She doesn't deserve to be called President Shaw. She's just a fraudulard. You've all been fooled by her. This woman is not President Shaw.
Howard, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Even a nanny's daughter managed to sneak into a top River City club. Why can't I, Howard, be here?
A nanny? You said that President Shaw is a nanny?
No way. Assistant Lowell was so respectful to her. How could she be a nanny?
Exactly. What, President Shaw? What big shot? She's just a scamming nanny. Any old riffraff tries to crash these high-end events. They don't even belong here.
Today's banquet, Justin invited me personally. It's a thank you dinner held just for me. I am the rightful guest of honor. Why wouldn't I be here?
Guest of honor? You've got some nerve. A nanny who worked abroad. Claims to be the guest of honor. You're desperate for money. You're obsessed with high society.
Once I expose you both, let's see you try to talk back.
Sid, you must have the wrong person. If she's just a nanny, why would Assistant Lowell of Shaw Group be so respectful? Assistant Lowell is President Shaw's right-hand man. He wouldn't be part of a scam.
Like mother, like daughter, that Assistant Lowell must have been seduced by Sylvia. That's why he's helping a nanny pose as President Shaw to fool everyone.
Howard, stop your baseless accusations. You're filthy enough. Don't drag everyone down with you.
Baseless accusations? Sylvia, we were married for 3 years, and you were a housewife, doing laundry and serving me and my mom. Your mom was a nanny abroad for over 10 years. How could she possibly know Assistant Lowell of Shaw Group? What other way is there besides selling her body?
Exactly. My son gave her his all for 3 years. But she was unfaithful and slept around. Now she's out here scamming with her mother. The Lewis family is so cursed. To have married such a jinx.
Sylvia, don't waste your breath on these animals. Howard, what right do you have to judge my daughter? You cheated and bullied her. And now you have the nerve to twist the truth?
Twist the truth? Look at the screen and you'll know. Let's see how you two keep lying once the truth is out. Once the truth is out, let's see how you two keep talking back.
This is my dad.
What's going on here?
Miss Quinn, think carefully. Do you see it now? Sylvia's mom is just a low-level servant meant to serve others abroad. So how could she afford a necklace like this? Besides, the real President Shaw is an elusive queen. How could she wear servant's clothes to a banquet like this? To put it simply, this person isn't President Shaw at all. She's just a mistress your dad is keeping. She's using your dad's name to act like a big shot and freeload. Your dad bought the necklace and threw this party for her.
Howard, stop stirring up trouble and driving a wedge between us. What are you up to? Miss Quinn, this man Howard is my ex-husband, and he's scum. He cheated during our marriage. Now he's bitter. He's lying to slander my mom. Don't believe a word he says. He's up to no good.
Up to no good? I think the ones trying to take over and scam their way into power are you two. Miss Quinn, you can't be soft-hearted. Look at how obsessed your dad is with this woman. He's ignoring his own daughter. To throw such a huge welcome party for an old nanny and giving a multi-million-dollar necklace to an outsider. If this continues, the Quinn family's property will all be stolen by this mother and daughter.
I knew it. This woman looks so tacky. She looks nothing like President Shaw. She's definitely a fraud.
It seems President Quinn is truly head over heels. If they get their way with this banquet, the Quinn family's property might fall into the hands of outsiders.
No wonder. So, you've been plotting to steal the Quinn family's property.
Jade, your father and I are legitimate business partners. It's not as dirty as you think.
Partners? Business agreements? You? A peasant like you doesn't belong on my dad's level. You think too highly of yourself. Jade, watch yourself. What you just said could destroy the Quinns. I want you to shut up right now. Apologize to President Shaw, or you'll regret it.
Assistant Lowell, you're good at backing her up. Aren't you afraid the real President Shaw will find out that you helped a maid impersonate her, getting kicked out of Shaw Group and losing everything?
That's utterly foolish.
Jade, if your father hadn't asked me for help, the Quinn family would have gone bankrupt long ago. Your luxury and your arrogance, who do you think gave you that?
My dad? My dad begged you? Am I hearing this right? My dad begged someone like you? Try to come up with a better lie next time. That's just hilarious.
There's no reasoning with you. I'm calling your father right now to let him see his precious daughter humiliating herself out here, biting the hand that feeds her.
Calling my dad? Dream on. Dream on! Let me tell you, today women like you think seducing men is easy.
Miss Quinn, I think we should wait for President Quinn to decide. If we're wrong and offend President Shaw, the Quinns will be in real trouble.
We can't wait. We can't wait for President Quinn. President Quinn has been bewitched by these two. He's already taking their side.
Exactly, Miss Quinn. If we don't expose them now, when President Quinn arrives, he might turn around and blame you. We must teach them a lesson now. Let them know social climbing isn't easy.
You're just hopeless.
Stop acting. I'm telling you, everything in the Quinn family belongs to me. No one can take it.
Quinn Group. That little fortune isn't worth my time.
You're such a good actress. You've played the rich person for too long. My dad must have been fooled by your act. Today, I'm going to rip that mouth of yours. I'm going to rip that mouth of yours.
How could Justin have a daughter like you? Instead of attacking me, use your brain. You're being used as a pawn, and you don't even know it.
Now I've seen everything. Even a mistress can be this bold. Look at you wearing a maid's uniform from head to toe. With the dirty money my dad gave you. You dare pose as a big shot at the Quinn family banquet? You really have a death wish.
Miss Quinn, you're absolutely right. Look at what she's wearing. It's so washed out. The color is gone, pilling all over the collar and cuffs. Only President Quinn is kind enough to be blinded by this vixen, spending so much on a banquet for an old nanny. If it were me, I'd have kicked out this low-class trash long ago.
Sylvia, I'm not trying to criticize you. We were once husband and wife after all. I never knew you were so calculating. Now you're gold-digging President Quinn with your mom. Trying to climb over me, are you? Think about your mom's age. Even if she uses your face to trick him for a while. Can she keep it up forever? Let me tell you, once President Quinn gets bored, you'll both be worthless trash again.
Howard. Shut up. Howard. Stop your baseless accusations. Who are you to judge my family? You're the one who cheated. And now you're twisting the truth. Don't you find yourself disgusting?
Disgusting? Am I more disgusting than your mom? Worse than plotting for the Quinn family's property? Married to you for 3 years, and you couldn't even have a child. Not divorcing you sooner was already more than you deserved. But look at you, seducing President Quinn right after the divorce. You really have some nerve.
Exactly. The Lewis family is so unlucky. To marry a barren and restless jinx like you, like mother, like daughter, your whole family is trash.
Just because you slept with my dad doesn't make you the lady of the Quinn family. I am the sole heir of the Quinn family. You and your jinx daughter won't get a pen.
The Quinn family's fortune is, in my eyes, nothing but a drop in the ocean, not worth my attention. Instead of trying to guess my motives, then you'd better think hard about what you'll tell your father when he arrives for everything you've done today.
Stop putting on an act? You're just a lowly servant. Get out of this hall with your jinx daughter now. Or else, I'll ensure you can't survive in River City. Still not giving up, are you? I'll show you today. The price of crossing Jade and what happens to you. Miss Quinn, I suggest you watch your words. If you're disrespectful to President Shaw again, you won't like the consequences.
Listen, Assistant Lowell, I think you've been brainwashed by this pair. Why are you giving up your job at Shaw Group to help them lie? When the real President Shaw arrives, do you realize the consequences?
I'd like to ask you something. You keep claiming to be President Shaw of Shaw Group. Then answer me this. What projects is Shaw Group working on? Where are the overseas headquarters? And who is the new CEO? If you can't answer, you're a fraud. Get out of my banquet hall now.
A fake can't be real, and the truth can't be fake. If she were the real President Shaw, how could she not know the answers? I bet she has no idea. She's just here putting on a show.
Exactly. She's just a nanny who worked abroad. What would she know about Shaw Group? If you ask her how to cook or do laundry, she'd have an answer. But these questions are way over her head.
Shaw Group focuses on finance, clean energy, and biomedicine. The overseas HQ is in Geneva, Switzerland. The current CEO is Milton. He's worked for me for 12 years. Does this information satisfy you?
Stop making up names to fool us. Who knows if you're telling the truth? Since the real President Shaw never shows up, you can say whatever you want. If you're so capable, call Shaw headquarters and have them vouch for you.
Exactly. Anyone can make things up. Why don't you right now? Call the Shaw Group headquarters. Make them personally recognize you. Only then will it count. Otherwise, you're just a total fraud.
Who am I? Do I need to prove it to you? Even your father wouldn't dare ask that of me. What? Are you putting on more airs than him?
I think you're just scared. You're just talking tough. You really think you're a big shot. Dressed like a maid from head to toe. I don't know what my dad sees in someone like you. Is it your pathetic look? Or your caregiving skills? Or maybe...
Miss Quinn, you're absolutely right. Look at her. She doesn't have a single decent piece of jewelry. Everything she's wearing costs less than $100. Looking like this, and claiming to be the trillionaire President Shaw, who would believe that?
To put it simply, she's just born to serve others, yet she keeps trying to crawl into high society. Look at yourself. Even if you use President Quinn's money to act rich, you're still cheap to the core.
What clothes we wear, or what accessories we use, is never the only way to judge someone. Even if my mom dresses simply, she's still 100 times nobler than bullies like you. Besides your family and background, what else do you have?
Don't lecture me. You're just a washed-up woman abandoned by your husband, a maid's daughter. How dare you judge me?
You keep calling me lower class, but the status you're so proud of is only because of your dad's protection and my support for the Quinn family. Without Justin, and without my help for your family, you wouldn't even be worthy of speaking to me. Your precious status actually comes from me. So what right do you have to talk about status?
You. How dare you stop me? Let me go. Do you want to be banned from River City? Miss Quinn, I suggest you behave. If you touch President Shaw again, getting blocked by me today won't be the end of it.
Miss Quinn, look. Assistant Lowell has been completely bribed by this mother and daughter. Soon, everyone will know. You couldn't even control your own banquet here in River City, letting a nanny walk all over you. We must let all of River City know the truth about this mother and daughter. We can't let them keep lying.
Uncles and aunts, business owners, come and see. This woman is just someone who seduced my father. She's been a complete fraud from start to finish. It's Hare, who bribed Assistant Lowell to deceive us all, to deceive my father, just to steal all of the Quinn family's money.
Everyone! I've been married to her daughter Sylvia for 3 years. I know their background inside and out. Her mom, Amy, always worked abroad. As a nanny for others, she could barely even afford a flight back. Tell me, does someone like that look like a billionaire President Shaw?
Everyone, don't be fooled by this mother and daughter. They've been lying to us for 3 whole years, claiming they had a huge inheritance. It was all fake. Now they're trying to con President Quinn, and con everyone else, truly. They have no conscience.
Yeah, that's true. If she were really President Shaw, how could she be a nanny for over 10 years? That's just ridiculous.
And after 3 years of marriage, how could he not know what his mother-in-law does? There's definitely something fishy here.
And Assistant Lowell, what if he was bribed? After all, everyone has a price.
Exactly.
Did you hear that? Your lies would only fool a 3-year-old? You really think we'd believe you're President Shaw? Let me tell you, no matter what you say today, it won't change. The fact that you're a lowlife and a fraud, what are you waiting for? Get those two out of this ballroom. They don't belong here at all. What a nuisance. See if anyone dares touch President Shaw. Today, anyone who takes a step forward is going to pay. You two useless trash. What are you waiting for? This is the Quinn family. This is my turf. If you two don't act now, you can pack your bags and get out tomorrow. Your family wants to survive in River City.
Miss Quinn, don't let these two women keep causing a scene. Look, all the guests are watching. If you can't even handle these two, how will you stay in this circle?
Exactly, Miss Quinn. You're the daughter of the richest man of River City. You must teach them a lesson. Or they'll think the Quinn family is weak.
I'm warning you one last time. Get out of this hall right now. And go to the door. And go to the door. Kowtow thrice before leaving. Then I might consider forgiving you. Otherwise, I'll make sure you leave on a stretcher.
I'm warning you too. If you stop now, there's still a way back. Once your father gets here, you won't even have a chance to regret it.
Let me tell you, no one can save you two today. Amit, don't think my dad's polite words mean you can look down on me. Jade, in River City, if I want someone gone, they won't survive. I'll make sure you never recover.
Miss Quinn is right. You two. Offending Miss Quinn means you're finished in River City. I'll see who dares hire you after this. Who dares help you?
Exactly. Be smart, kowtow, and apologize to Miss Quinn. Otherwise, you'll regret it.
Don't go too far. River City isn't owned by your family. How dare you treat us like this?
Based on what? Based on what? Because my dad is the richest man of River City. Because our family, the Quinn family, is the leading enterprise in River City. Whatever we want you to do, you must do it. That's reality.
Fine. Then I'll show you what real reality looks like. The Quinn family you're so proud of, with just one phone call, I can take it down. I can take it down with just one call. Lawyer Zane, notify all major banks immediately. All loans of the Quinn Group are due now. Within a minute, I want the Quinn Group stock to crash.
Yes, President Shaw. I'll do it right away.
The acquisition contract for Quinn Group, bring it to the Regal Hotel now.
Acquiring Quinn Group? You've got to be kidding. You've got some nerve.
Jade, you will take responsibility for everything you said today. Remember this. Quinn Group wasn't destroyed by me. It was destroyed by your stupidity and ignorance.
What a huge joke. Everyone knows the Quinns were supported by Shaws from the start. That's how it became a top company. You're just a woman out of nowhere. Is it really possible?
The Quinns were indeed supported by me. Now I don't want to support them. It's just one phone call away.
Faster. Drive faster. This brat. I'm going to kill her today.
I supported the Quinns all by myself. Now I'm done supporting. It's just one call away.
Miss Quinn, this lady doesn't seem to be lying. Why don't you call President Quinn and ask...
Just putting on a show. This mother and daughter are best at this trick. Back then, her daughter Sylvia played me with her sweet talk. Miss Quinn, don't listen to this nanny's lies.
Howard, you disgust me. You've been lying to me all along, and now you're shifting the blame.
Miss Quinn, I think this nanny has lost her mind. Pretending to be rich every day.
How dare a nanny like you claim you built the Quinn Group? Look at yourself.
Whether it's true, once the lawyer arrives, we'll find out the truth.
Stop pretending. A lawyer too? You think having a lawyer lets you lie? Let me tell you, even if God himself showed up today, you're not leaving.
Miss Quinn, this mother and daughter are experts at these tricks, just an act to fool people. Eastside, let me teach them a lesson. To expose their fraudulent faces...
President Shaw. President Shaw. Here is the Quinn Group acquisition contract. The process is complete. Just sign to confirm.
Good. When Justin arrives later, have him sign this contract himself. The Quinn Group will no longer belong to the Quinn family.
Impossible. How could you get the acquisition rights? This must be a fake.
Major banks have issued recall notices. All of the Quinn's loans have been called in early. Currently, the Quinns are already on the verge of bankruptcy. Now, only the Shaw Group can bail you out. This acquisition contract is the Quinn's only way out.
Oh my! I warned Miss Quinn long ago, don't burn your bridges. But she insisted on having her way. Now look what happened. The Quinns are finished. It's all over now.
Miss Quinn, don't be fooled by their act. She's my former mother-in-law. I know exactly what she's up to. Let me tell you, she's just a deceitful nanny.
Exactly, Miss Quinn. Sylvia has been married into our family for years. She never mentioned her mother was anyone important. She always said her mum worked abroad. Simply put, she's just a nanny. Now that they know the Quinn family is rich, she's posing as President Shaw to steal the family property.
That's right. She is just a nanny. I was almost fooled by your act. I actually thought you were President Shaw. How laughable.
I am President Shaw. I am President Shaw.
A woman like you. How dare you impersonate President Shaw? Look at you! You have none of President Shaw's grace. And you fraud, trying to scam the Quinn family. Let me tell you, the consequences of deceiving the Quinn family are more than you can handle.
President Shaw, no need to waste more breath on them. Should we proceed with the hostile takeover procedure? Let me go.
Proceed with the takeover? Even with your calculated fake contract, the Quinn Group is still safe and sound in the Quinn family's hands. In the hands of the Quinn family.
I hope you can still say that in a moment.
You woman, how dare you talk back to me? This is the Quinn family's territory. How disgusting. Even hitting you feels dirty. Who knows how many people you've served? Or what filthy things you've touched.
Jade.
What? Want to stand up for your mother? If I can hit her, I can slap you too. Jade. Don't go looking for trouble. Jade. Don't go looking for trouble. Let go now, and the Quinn family might still survive. Assistant Lowell, if you keep protecting them, I won't be easy on you. Guards, hold her down. I want to see how much longer they'll last. Jade, let me go. If President Quinn knew of your recklessness, he'd skin you alive.
Miss Quinn, you must not go soft now. Once this pair takes over, the Quinn family's property will all belong to outsiders. You'll have no one to rely on.
Guards, seize them both. Today, I'm going to settle this score once and for all. Such a stunning necklace. Is too good for you. Even I don't have one. What was my dad thinking? I'm telling you, don't even dream about the Quinn family's property.
Jade, don't you dare touch my daughter.
Jade. This necklace was a gift from my mom.
With a mother like yours, how could she afford such an expensive necklace? To be honest, your mother sold herself to President Quinn for it. How can you two be so shameless? Want to seize the Quinn family's property? Know your place.
Let's see. How long you shameless pair can keep this up?
Miss Quinn, don't hurt my mom. I'll admit I'm wrong. I'll apologize.
Sylvia.
Trying to pull off a touching mother-daughter scene? Fine. If you want me to let her go, get on your knees and apologize for her. If I'm in a good mood, I might consider letting her go.
Fine. I'll kneel.
Sylvia, don't you dare kneel. Mom won't let you do this. Yode? How dare you hit my daughter? Even if your father knelt before me today, I'd make you pay 1,000 times over.
I'm hitting you two conniving women. If you want to enter the Quinn family, be prepared for a beating.
Good hit. Miss Quinn, you're absolutely right. These arrogant fools need a good lesson. Show them who the real master is.
Every single thing you did to my daughter today, I'll make you pay back 1,000-fold. Emmy, keep my word.
Now that the daughter's dealt with, it's the mother's turn.
Miss Quinn, you said you'd let my mom go if I knelt. You can't break your word.
I did say if I was in a good mood, I'd let her go, but I'm in a bad mood now. So, of course, I won't let her go.
Stop. Stop.
Dad, why are you here? Shouldn't you be at work? Is something wrong?
You brat. What did I tell you before I left? To treat President Shaw with the utmost respect. Is this how you treat guests? How dare you to lay a hand on President Shaw and Miss Sylvia? Let go of them. Are you looking for trouble?
Come on, get up.
Mom, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm fine, but your face is all red. Does it hurt?
President Shaw, I'm so sorry. I got here too late. You and Miss Sylvia shouldn't have been treated this way. I'll teach this wicked girl a lesson right now.
Justin, poor parenting describes you perfectly. I've truly seen what the Quinn family's upbringing looks like today.
Kneel and apologize to President Shaw and Miss Sylvia right now.
Dad, you slapped me twice because of these two? You must have been involved with that maid for a long time. Trying to make her your wife? Have you forgotten about my mom and me? Buying her such an expensive necklace? Do you even care about your own daughter?
How dare you? You're talking nonsense. Who taught you that? You've completely disgraced the Quinn family.
Justin, did you hear that? To your daughter, I'm just an old maid who seduced you. Do you think a simple apology can just make this go away?
Am I wrong? Aren't you just a maid? You only got into this banquet because of my dad, and you're still pretending to be President Shaw?
Shut up! Not another word!
You're biased. You're siding with them. Am I even your daughter? For the sake of an outsider, you hit and scold me. Do you even care about your own daughter's feelings?
You. It's you two again. You reckless fools. Stirring up trouble here. Splitting. The Quinn family and President Shaw. You're really asking for trouble. Guards, drag them away. Never show your faces before President Shaw again.
President Shaw, I was wrong. President Shaw. President Shaw, I was blind to your greatness. I shouldn't have caused trouble because of Miss Quinn. Please, have mercy and spare us.
In-law, please. I was a blind fool for looking down on you. It was my fault. I have a big mouth. I shouldn't have bullied Sylvia. I shouldn't have looked down on you. I'll do anything for you. Please don't stoop to our level. Just give us a way out.
Sylvia, honey, we were a couple once. Even without love, we're still family, right? Just beg President Shaw to let us just go, okay?
Yes, Sylvia. I was wrong. From now on, I'll treat you like my own daughter. I'll do whatever you say. Just forgive us this once.
A way out? When you forced me to kneel and clean Sherry's shoes, when you plotted for my father's inheritance, why didn't you think of giving me a way out?
I'm a jerk. I'm not human. I was possessed. Please, give me one more chance. I promise I'll treat you well from now on. I won't be a fool anymore, okay?
It's too late for that now. Notify all our business partners immediately. Anyone who hires them is an enemy of Shaw's rations. I want to see who in River City dares to help them. What are you waiting for? Drag them out.
Oh, President Shaw. Don't, President Shaw.
President Shaw. President Shaw.
President Shaw, this was my oversight, causing you and Miss Sylvia such trouble. I've already dealt with these two. They won't bother you ever again.
Justin, cut the nonsense. Sign it. From today on, Shaw Group will take full control of Quinn Group. It has nothing to do with the Quinns anymore.
All these years, Quinn Group has been steady under my lead, without a single mistake. Why the sudden acquisition of the Quinn Group? Is there some misunderstanding?
Misunderstanding? Ask your good daughter instead what she did today. Such outrageous things. What she said, such disrespectful words.
You rebellious girl, kneel and apologize to President Shaw now. Look at the mess you've made today. If Quinn's is gone, I'll skin you alive.
Me? Apologize? What did I even do wrong? Dad, wake up. She's just a nanny. A total fraude. This contract is a fake. How can you still side with her? How can you just give it to her?
A forged contract? Yade? You still can't face reality. I've already notified all major banks. All Quinn Group loans are due immediately. Quinn's stock price hit the circuit breaker thrice. The company is now insolvent. How long can Quinn's last without my approval?
How can this be?
Why not? When your partners almost drove you to jump in the river, I gave you your first capital. To help you finish your first project, when your company's cash flow broke and the banks were calling in loans, I used Shaw's credit to guarantee you. To bail you out, I helped you up so you'd be grateful. And be a decent person, not to let you indulge your daughter who bites the hand that feeds her and bullies my daughter. I'm done helping you now. The Quinn Group I built up personally, I'm taking it back myself.
President Shaw, please have mercy. Give me another chance. Just give me one more chance. She lost her mind. I'll discipline her strictly when I get home. No, I'll send her abroad. I'll make sure she never shows her face before you again. You kowtow and apologize to President Shaw. Now, look at the mess you've made today. If the Quinns falls, our whole family will starve.
President Shaw, I was wrong. It's all my fault. I was so blind. I was so arrogant and bossy. Please, I beg you, spare the Quinns. It's all my fault.
Let you off? When my daughter knelt and begged you to spare us, what did you say? I remember you said, even if your dad came, he'd be on your side. You also said you would kick us both out of here and make sure we have no place in River City. You said those things, didn't you?
President Shaw, I'm a fool. I was blind. I was ungrateful. You can hit or scold me as you like. It's all my fault alone. I beg you, please don't take it out on the Quinns. All the blame is mine. Just let me bear the consequences alone.
You bear them? With what? The Quinns that you're so proud of, your designer bags, your luxury cars, every cent you spend, it's all provided by the Quinns and comes from our support of Shaw's. Even your lifestyle depends on the Quinns, which depends on me. What right do you have to talk to me about bearing anything?
President Shaw, I was wrong. I'll work like a slave for you. I'll be Miss Sylvia's nanny. I beg you. Just let me serve you for the rest of my life. Please just spare the Quinns. I've really learned my lesson.
Not just anyone can be a nanny for the Shaws. You don't even have basic respect. You don't even have basic decency or a moral compass. You're not worthy of being a nanny for the Shaws.
President Shaw, please give me one more chance. My daughter, she just lost her mind. She offended you by accident. She knows she was wrong now. She regrets it now.
Regret? How ridiculous. Regret is just ridiculous. She only regrets it now because she knows I'm President Shaw, and that I hold all of the Quinn's lifelines. What if I were a powerless nanny? If I really were a powerless nanny, then would my daughter and I have our reputations ruined? I'd be living under everyone's judgment and gossip, with no peace ever.
President Shaw. President Shaw. President Shaw. My daughter was indeed wrong this time. It was all her fault. But for the sake of our past friendship, please give me another chance.
Friendship goes both ways. It's not something you use to blackmail me. I helped you build up the Quinns, not so you could indulge your daughter in bullying and misbehavior.
Mr. Quinn, don't delay any longer. The Quinn's capital chain is broken and riddled with debt. It's already a ruin. Now only President Shaw has the power to save it. Even if you hold on to it, the future compensation will be enough to crush your family. Signing it is your only choice. Now,
take them away. Sylvia, Mom knows you're soft-hearted. But what I want to tell you is something's hurt you. And 1,000 apologies won't fix it. What's more, you have your mom behind you. You must know, at all times, you must follow your own feelings. If you don't want to forgive, don't force yourself to be generous. They brought this end upon themselves. It has nothing to do with you, understand?
Mom, I know. I don't regret it or feel soft-hearted. I just think my past self was too foolish.
Not foolish. Everyone runs into a few scumbags when they're young. Don't worry. With Mom here, no one can bully you. Everyone. Sorry about that. Just a small episode. The banquet will continue as planned. Good. Today, I've hosted this banquet, not just to meet friends old and new. More importantly, I want everyone in River City to know the person beside me, Isme Ami's only biological daughter, Sylvia. She is also the sole heiress of Shaw Group. Even more importantly, she is the treasure I, Amy, will protect with all my heart.
So Sylvia can be protected like this too. I used to give my all to Howard. Made him my whole world. Humbled myself for a bit of fleeting care. But I don't need that anymore. I have my mom now. The mom who loves and protects me most. She is like an invincible warrior, shielding me from the storm, keeping me safe. Keeping me safe for a lifetime.